Welcome to day 6 on the Cleveland Way, my penultimate walk following this long distance trail. I left my campsite about 9 o'clock, came down to Robin Hood's Bay, got a bit lost on the side streets around there, but I'm pretty sure I'm still going the right way. I'm going south anyway, that's all that really matters. Today's walk is a mere 14 miles, my shortest one so far this week. And it's a bit less again tomorrow when I finish. The weather again is beautiful. Down there is the bay. Another good day ahead, I'm sure. Had a really good night last night at Hook's House Farm. £11 to stay there. Lady running it was happy to let me in without booking. They got toilets, showers, water of course, loads of space for people. And even in the washrooms they got like individual cubicles to wash his face and whatever. So you get your own sink without someone next to you sort of shaving away or whatever. That's quite nice. What I found was that I use those spaces now to get changed rather than trying to be cramped in the tent and struggling. Just stand upright and do it easily in the warm. I'll definitely stay there again sometime and I recommend it. Just past the youth hostel at Boggle Hole, and then climb some inevitable steps you find on this coast path. I think I'm right in saying that last year the local Young Ramblers group for this area organised a nationwide invitation for Ramblers members to come and stay here and have a weekend of walking in the North York Moors. But I think then it got cancelled because COVID came in and the pandemic wiped everything out. But it's something that Ramblers do every year, a different area, different location. I think the idea basically is to get people together and get them to see somewhere they haven't been before without the usual pressure of having to find a guide or learn to read a map and all that stuff by themselves. Yeah, plenty more of this to come, I'm sure. I'm just over the 1 hour mark today. I've had my second toilet break so far. But compared to the last 2 days where I've had only one break all day for each of them, this is kind of like how I am normally when I'm walking. So I think I was dehydrating myself a bit the last few days, which is a bit risky. I had no headaches, no vomiting or sickness, nothing like that, but I do wonder about these things. And before I left the campsite this morning, I put some attention to my feet. I put some blister plasters on my heels. I bought these in Lidl a few months ago, or a year ago. They're much cheaper than the Compeed ones. They seem good enough. There's one on each heel. And there's some zinc oxide tape on the outside to hold them in place. I've still got some pain in between two of my left toes. I might try and look at those later on. They're basically rubbing. I'm not really sure why, but it's since I was wearing waterproof socks on what was it, Wednesday. Apart from that, I'm pretty good. No pains in the knees or thighs. Very slight bit of tension on the outside of my calves, but I've never done more than 6 days walking or more than 5 nights camping in a row. Raven Scar, about 2 hours into the walk. I'm probably going to stop for something to eat very soon. And those 3 guys ahead of me, I'm pretty sure I was following them near Whitby yesterday. I'm pretty sure they're not camping either. They must be used in B&Bs or hostels. Now passing by Station Dale. I had some food, something to eat, put a plaster on that blistered toe. I've probably got an hour's walking left before I get to the halfway point today. It's going well. I'm not entirely sure where I am on the map, but I am going the right way, of course. I reckon as we head towards the woods I can see before me, this must be the halfway point today, so 7 miles in, a good 3 hours into my day. I'll try and get through 1 more hour of walking and then find somewhere for lunch. The tedium's setting in a little bit. I've had little views to the left of me on the east side, an open sea, a few cliffs, and on my right, which is the west, it's just green fields and farmland. Not a terrible view, but it's a bit tedious, and the paths here are quite narrow as well, hemmed in on both sides by a barbed wire fence on your right and lots of bracken and green stuff on your left. Okay, 5.5 miles, or a bit less for me, and still these steps. Well, that was a hard climb out of the woods. This morning I was along the cliffs over there. Just crossed over Hayburn, Wick. Apparently I've only got 5.5 miles to go to Scarborough. I will say again, the stone steps on these coastal paths here are quite dangerous, especially going downhill. A little bit of moisture and they're really slippery or slippy. I'd make sure you've got decent tread on your boots or shoes, and if you've got them, use walking poles. I reckon that town far ahead of me must be Scarborough. My walk today finishes just short of there in Scalby. This must be Clufton or Cloughton Wick. I'm assuming the Wick word means cove down south. And of course, what goes down must go back up. This patch of grass here will do nicely. Good view down to the Wyke cove thing. Now it's 1:25. I'm having lunch about here, just past the Wyke. In my campsite, I'm actually staying over here, this one. But yeah, I've only got to go down the coast here and turn off one of these paths to get there. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 kilometers, 3 miles maybe max. I'll just think, this time tomorrow I might be in Filey at the end of the walk, having lunch somewhere, getting ready to plod on towards the bus station, head back to my car, and then home. That's a really good feeling. There's the car park for Crookness. Not too far to go now, just past Cromer Point, Sailor's Grave, and then I'm turning right. My plan was to stay at Scalby Lodge, which is another camping site nearby, the one I circled on the map. But they got some bad reviews recently, so I thought I'd try elsewhere. So I found the Scarborough Caravan and Camping Club just down the road from there, and I've signed up and paid to stay there tonight. It's cost me £20 something, the most I've ever spent on the night's camping. I'm not a member of the Caravan Club, otherwise I get a £8 discount. It should be a good night though. And then tomorrow morning, I hit Scarborough first thing, pass through the town, on my way towards Filey. And I wonder now whether that dark headland to the left of Scarborough is going to be Filey. I wonder. I'll find out tomorrow. This is me, leaving the Cleveland Way till tomorrow. Off we go to the campsite. I made the right call in capping this walk, 14 miles. Only 12 left to do tomorrow. My feet are quite weary. Otherwise wouldn't forgive me if I went further. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed watching this one. It's been a great walk, even with all the ups and downs, crossing those valleys with the steps. A bit more to do tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Tonight I've also got to read my last letter from Sid. Quite a sad thing, but my last night camping means that I'm one day closer towards seeing her again. Anyway, thanks very much. Take care. See you in the morning.